Welcome to the new episode of the Coffee Convo podcast. I'm today with.
Philip. Fuck.
Give us more.
I'm the fired guy from KNV.
Exactly.
That was mentioned in the previous podcast.
Exactly. And that's why he's the main reason he's here is to talk about his experience in KNV, how we fired him, and what he does for a living. Okay, Ficho, let's start off. What do you do? Where do you go to college?
Well, I don't go to college, but officially I go to Finki here in Skopje.
An IT college.
Yes, an IT college.
What do you study in your IT college?
What's
your major?
I studied computer science. Now I study general IT.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I don't really go to college. I'm mainly focused on work right now.
Okay. Before college and high school, did you have any aspirations of becoming a programmer? Did you have any hobbies, interests?
I did,
Something
yes.
that sparked your flame for programming?
Well, there wasn't a particular thing that really sparked my interest in programming. I just liked computers like all of us did when we were kids, like maybe with video games. And I started maybe in how to say it? It's not high school. It's before it's middle school, right?
In middle school or primary school?
Yeah, primary school.
In the last podcast we did, we attempted to film, but it was
Yeah.
really bad. You told me you attended an IT course with Tsenov. We have to
I
name
did,
drop.
yes.
We
But
have to
that
name
was
drop
later.
Tsenov.
That was
in high school.
in the first year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I went to two courses.
Okay.
One was for Advanced C++, and the other one was HTML and CSS.
Which do you use more now today?
Out
of the two you just mentioned?
Well, both. I use both because I'm a full stack
Developer.
Yes. Engineer.
And
Like to call
fancy titles.
ourselves engineers, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Maybe
Mr. Fancy
after
title.
I finish with the faculty.
Then you can be a
then you can
real
call it
computer
engineer,
science.
yeah.
No, I mean a full stack engineer.
No, computer scientist would be.
Okay, so in high school, did you have any programming classes?
Yes, all 4 years. I had the first 2 years were mandatory. Then I went to the mathematic courses. I took the mathematic courses.
How much would you say that the mathematics helped you with your college experience so far
Well,
and your job?
I'm not really good at math. It doesn't help at all with the job.
Mm-hmm.
There's some math involved, but it's really rudimentary things that you can look up if you need to. And the more complex math, I still haven't gotten to that part. So, but I'm not really good at math, so it didn't help at all in high school that I needed to take those courses, and it didn't help at all in my faculty.
And your job as well.
No, the job it doesn't help at all. So.
Can you share about your job experiences? Because you've had two jobs so far, like I'm saying, like office jobs.
Mm-hmm.
One was a government job, if I can say,
Yes.
and the other one is a corporate job, which is right now.
Yes.
Can you describe your experience with the government job first?
Well, the government.
And what made you take up the job as well?
It was just for financial reasons, and it was that period of my life where I needed a job, and somehow I stumbled upon that one.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before I took that one, I needed to go to an interview at an IT firm. They called me to go at an interview.
Okay.
But I never went because the day that the interview needed to take place, I also had to go to the government position for the interview, and my dad persuaded me to go
into the government job because it was an easier 9 to 5.
Yeah, and because he wanted me to finish my
college
studies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But as we all know now, you didn't listen to your father. You decided to go to the corporate job and chase the bag.
There were many discussions with him that he didn't at all support my decision to leave the government position and go to the private sector.
Well, yes, you had a lot. I remember you had a lot of free time with your government job.
Yes, in hindsight, he was right in terms of free time
and focusing on your studies as well.
And focusing on studies, yes. But I couldn't do it because it was really boring, not fulfilling at all. I didn't learn anything. I didn't want to go to the job. I mean, I liked the people there, and I found things to do, and I found things I wanted to fix, which I eventually did, at which point I didn't have anything to do.
Would you say you made a good network there while you were working?
Yes, yeah, I think so, because now I have some context. Like in the firm that I'm now, I met them through the government position.
Oh, okay.
And some other firms.
So they basically stole you from the government job.
They actually did. They came to the offices, and they I think talked to some higher up, and she recommended me because they were looking for new hires, and they previously knew me from some small work that I helped them with, because they were working on a project with the government position was with the Public Procurement Bureau in Macedonia. They were working for them, and they were making a website for them. They were making an education system as well.
And they needed new people to help, basically.
Well, no, for that project they didn't need anyone. They needed for some other project or something else.
Which why they recruited you?
Yes, yes. But they knew me from that project, because I helped them with some things and sent them redesigns and things I would like to fix and how to fix them.
You basically showed off your skills and they were valued at a very high level, and that's why you got the job.
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't do it because I wanted to. I didn't see it as showing it off to them or something like I didn't want to go to that firm.
You saw it as your own way of progressing yourself and your skills.
Yeah,
you wanted to learn something
some
new
things because I was annoyed of how they were doing some things, and I wanted to fix them.
Okay.
So I did. And
okay.
They liked that.
Very interesting. Can you tell us now about your corporate job, because it's way more recent than the government one? How long have you been working the corporate job?
I think it's 4 or 5 months now. It's the 5th month now, I believe.
How would you say your whole experience is with the corporate job?
It's much more fun, I guess. There's a lot more to learn. I learned, I think, the most in these 5 months than I have in the previous 2.5 years in college. It's fulfilling. You get to do things that you like. It mostly doesn't feel like a job. Like right now, I'm on a break because of holidays.
Yeah,
they sent us home.
In Macedonia, it's now really big holidays. So
yeah, it's
you finally got some vacation time.
Yeah, but in my vacation time, I actually, on my own will, I continue to do my job.
Well, if you're bored, I mean, why not?
Well, yeah, and actually not because of boredom. Just I really wanted to finish it, and I got some new ideas, and I really wanted to do it.
So, it's really interesting that you say this, because this means you're really motivated to work.
Yeah, I actually like the job. It mostly doesn't feel like a job. When some of the more job things come up, like maybe writing documentation or.
Well, you have to do that. It's filing. Every job needs filing. Yeah, of course you have to do that.
Then it does feel like a job, but otherwise it's.
When you do your thing, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you said about your job experiences so far. Someone that just finished high school and is interested in studying IT, what would be the best course of action for him to take by your standards? Would it be going to college, maybe get a job, or maybe take an academy in programming or a course?
For someone that's just beginning?
Yes. Somebody just finished college, he wants to get into IT. What's the best course to take? Course of action to take?
So it would be either faculty or a course. Well, I don't.
But you're against courses.
Yeah, I don't really like the courses.
Can you tell us why you're against courses?
I don't like it because of another reason.
Because they don't learn anything.
Well, partially because of that, but mostly because the people that take them don't really take the courses because they like programming or they like the job.
They just want fast cash.
Yeah, they just like. They heard from someone that there's money there, there's high salaries, and they took the course because of only that reason. But it's not an inherently bad thing to take the course. It's a lot shorter period. It's not 4 years. And
would you say?
I didn't say anything positive for college.
But wait, would you say it's better to take a course after college?
If it's for a specific thing that the college didn't teach you, then yes. But if it's for the same thing, I don't see any reason that
it's better to go to college.
And maybe if you get some certificate that you need for the job, then yes. But otherwise, no.
Can you regroup to the last question? What is the best course of action to take?
Well, I would say either way, if they take the course or the college,
Mm-hmm.
they need to be passionate for the job, and they need to work on their own projects because that's the only way they'll learn. It's the only way they'll learn actual job skills.
Mm-hmm.
So just even if you take the course on your own time, work on some project, find something that you like maybe, I don't know, if you like movies or something like that, comic books. Make a website for that, make a catalog for movies or whatever it is, and just learn from that experience.
Did
Like,
you do something similar to this?
well,
Are you gonna see the Netflix site?
part of my, yeah, no, we'll get into that. Like, part of my learning experience was actually working at KNV Media.
We're gonna get to that. That's a whole different kind of chapter we're gonna talk about. Just let's focus on this first.
Yeah, I did. Even before KNV, I made my portfolio website, which was mainly because I wanted to.
It's a very nice website.
Oh, thank you.
I'll link it in the bio of the
I
YouTube
don't
video.
know if the URL works still, but we'll discuss that after.
You don't use it anymore?
No, I need to rework it again.
Oh, it still looks good.
Yeah, but I need to update it. I think it still says, like, it has my Twitter, which doesn't exist anymore. And it doesn't include new projects.
It doesn't matter. It was relevant at the time.
It was, yes. And it was a fun learning experience.
Aside from the portfolio and the Netflix site.
Well, I did some small websites, I think. I did some while doing the course, the HTML and CSS course, but those were some really basic sites. I also did a site called The Lab.
Oh, I know, you showed it to me.
Yeah, that one was actually really fun to make.
Did you make it by yourself or with a team of people?
No, just
by yourself.
All of these are by myself. It was for labs, I think. It's the same. Like,
yeah, I know.
Labs that we have in college.
Okay.
We had a subject for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the labs that they gave us, some of the solutions were the same for all the students. Previously, they would go to my GitHub, the other students, and take the answers from there. But they wanted to make a better experience and more fun.
So basically, you helped everyone out with the GitHub.
yeah. That GitHub got famous and infamous
on the
among the
Finky
students,
college.
among the professors, because everyone took the answers from my GitHub the first 2 years. Now I believe they changed the questions.
You see, guys, and bring you top talent on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is not a clown. This is a real deal kind of guy.
Yeah, but I wanted to make everyone was just copying the solution and pasting it into their solution. And this website made it like a learning experience where they got to see what the solution does, and they could change it and see the changes live, so they can see how it works, not just copy it. They can also copy it from the website, but they can also see how it works if they wanted to. And it was also a lot better if you wanted to make some changes and not just paste the same answer. You can do it.
So basically, aside from saving people's college careers with your GitHub and doing a job full time, you're also trying to do college as well full time. Amazing. That's really amazing.
I'm trying. That's the key.
I mean, yeah, it's not easy. I'm even surprised how you have time to also hang out with us.
Yeah.
Because your schedule is always so packed. Because you don't have a 9 to 5, you have an 8 to 4.
It's sometimes a 9 to 5. It's sometimes an 8 to 4.
Sometimes it's 10 to 6.
Work, you need to leave 8 hours later. So
sometimes it's 10 to 6.
Sometimes it's 7 to 6.
7 to 6. Okay, that's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's a corporate job. It comes with the job description. It's all good. So basically, you heard it here from the person sitting aside from me, which is a very talented programmer. His GitHub saved people's careers and lives. He's telling you to go to college and focus on yourself and don't go in it for the money. I actually agree with you on that part, because if you do anything for the money, it's gonna fail eventually. Nothing lasts forever unless you're passionate for it.
Yeah, it's the same for any profession. Like in your profession, if someone doesn't like doing it,
it's for any profession. Yeah. No, for marketing, it's way different. You actually gotta be good at least in marketing. If you're really shit at marketing, people will know you're really shit at marketing.
But you're gonna get good not just from going to college and learning. Also, you need to do it, and
Yeah,
doing it.
for marketing, I'm looking into getting. Because you got your praxa, an internship. I'm looking into getting an internship for my marketing because I want to improve it really much, and I'm also really wondering because I'm I'm basically specialized in digital marketing and social media marketing. I don't know anything about natural, like vanilla marketing, and I'm really interested to learn about that. So I'm gonna try an internship. I hope I get one, but we'll see how it goes.
Do you study mathematics and probability in
No,
marketing?
no, I have other classes for mathematics. I had calculus a few years ago. I think I failed it. Then I took it again.
But
then
you don't dabble in something like probability.
No, that's if I went finance. I would have that. I had mathematics and accounting, if that helps you out. I had also mathematics in my macroeconomics classes, which that was a lot of mathematics, but it wasn't like calculus difficult. I think it had more theory in it, so that's why I understood it more. But other than that, I don't have much mathematics. Maybe if I go into marketing analytic or market or become a Jesus, if I dabble into marketing analytics, I will learn more math, but so far I'm not interested in marketing analytics, so maybe I won't have much math from now on.
That's because there was an interesting story, I believe, with Target that had a marketing campaign.
Which one?
The one where they hired a data scientist or data analyst that devised an algorithm for them where they could predict what a customer would buy next.
I mean, that's a basic algorithm that they teach us actually in the marketing college. Is that algorithm exists, and basically how they use it is they use your personal information to advertise the products and just loop it in your feed all the time. It happened to me while we were out getting drinks. Me and my friend, basically our friend Papa, we're talking about skiing, and then just skiing ads popped up right on my feed on Instagram and YouTube. Remember, you and I talked about a certain video game, and the next day your whole YouTube feed was about the video. I don't know which video game we talked about, but it was the whole feed. I remember that.
We also talked about movies in the car with Victor.
A Steven Seagal movie showed up actually on my YouTube feed when I said about Steven Seagal.
Everything that we talked about, everything showed up in my feed. It was really spooky. Like every single movie. I think we talked about Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and everything, which I don't typically watch videos for that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And after we talked about it, everything popped up. But I'm not talking about that. It's just a data analyst that worked for Target. And the story I think is famous because a woman didn't know she was pregnant. But Target started to bring her like advertisements for baby food and diapers and like assuming that she was pregnant.
It's kind of all of these companies use the same model. This was, I think, in 2012 or something like that.
I think it was older. I think, but it doesn't matter.
It's in America. It's especially scary when you think about advertisements. Here we talk about them and they show up. When I'm in the US, when I think about something, it shows up. I don't even say it out loud. I remember I once wanted like some boots from Saint Laurent. I never said them out loud. I never said anything about I wanting Saint Laurent boots. Few hours later, popped up Saint Laurent boots.
But you probably looked up something.
I didn't look up anything. I just thought about them.
Nah, you have Google searches that's probably similar.
Oh, but simple. How would they know that I want the exact Saint Laurent boots?
I don't know about that, but
that's what I'm saying. That's kind of crazy, and it's actually really good that you started this topic about marketing because we can just loop in the KNV Media experience you had. I gotta tell you before we start talking about your experience. I remember when me and Victor started the agency, we didn't have a programmer, and I didn't know much about you back then. Now I see you way more often. I didn't as much back then.
Yeah.
And Victor was telling me, "Yo, we can call up Mazev. He's a really good programmer." I'm like, "No, he's not. He's on Thinky." I really don't believe you. Like, bro, when somebody tells me, "Yeah, I'm on Thinky and I'm a good programmer," I like seriously doubt it. I like don't believe you. I know you're in it for the money, but I didn't know you that much, so that's why I thought about this. And when you actually came with us during our coffee breaks, we were talking about the business. And you actually really contributed. You actually made a really good website in a very short amount of time. You worked your ass off on the second site. You worked your ass off with the music project we did. I know you're really disappointed about that project. You expected way more. I'm sorry it didn't go as planned. But you worked your ass off for us. Like, you worked all the time. Me and Victor worked all the time, and you were always there with us. So thank you for your contribution to the agency. However, let's talk about your experience first. How was it like when we called it up? When we called you up for the agency?
Well, I believe Victor told me, or did you? I think Victor did.
Victor probably did, yeah.
Yeah, called me to make a website, which I first refused, I believe. Then we had a short discussion, after which I agreed to make the website.
Short discussion. Let me pay you out of my pocket. Short discussion.
Well, the first one actually I think was free, right? Or no?
No, we paid you.
Then the second one was.
Of
because
course.
I got paid once.
Of course.
Yeah. The second one was not the second website, it was an upgrade of the first one.
But they have to pay you as an upgrade. It
Yeah,
was 1.5.
yeah. It should have been in the contract.
We don't need a contract. We shook hands. That's enough.
Yeah. Well, I did that website, which was horrendous.
It's not that bad. I don't know why you and Victor hate that.
Victor hate it.
I know it's not that
It's
bad.
terrible. I think I have it hosted.
I know
It's
you do.
kind of a /legacy.
I know. I have the link as well.
You can preview it. It's a terrible website. It locks you, like when you scroll, the pages lock like.
That was your idea, by the way.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Victor's, I believe.
No, you wanted it a whole scroll, and then you decided to like log the pages one by one.
No. I wanted free scroll.
The only ugly thing about that page is the email system. I don't like how it looks when you write in an email.
It's the same as.
No, it's not. It's way better on the other side.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like the cards?
On the first one?
I just like the cards from that one.
No, I hate the cards.
You hate the cards?
I literally hate the cards. I like everything but the cards. And the funniest thing, the cards were my idea.
And they were the worst to make, I mean.
I know, you spent a lot of time. I think you spent more on the cards than you did on the second website.
Yes, I think
they were a pain. I remember when you were programming them, you were just showing me the code, and I was like, this guy is like crazy.
That code is a nightmare right now. If someone looks at it, I'll get fired from my job. If someone looks at that code.
Can you do it faster now, though?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
That one is terrible.
Would you say the cards helped you getting some experience in programming? No.
No, they were terrible.
But you did them, at least.
Yeah.
You did it all by yourself.
They look good at the end. I mean, right now, in the current state, they look terrible. They looked better before. I don't know why we changed them. I think we had some disagreements.
We had a lot of disagreements with the cards.
Yeah, we had a lot of disagreements. We didn't like how titles were or something. They look a lot different right now than they.
I like how you made them better on the second website than you did on the first one.
Yeah, now
in the second it's more like integrated into the website. On the first one, they just popped off when you saw them, so I didn't like that much.
The style of the cards was not connected to anything else in the.
Yeah, they were like all on their own on the website. On the second one, they're like adapted to the whole theme and the aesthetic of the website, so which I really like. Also, we have dark mode.
Yeah.
I'm basically most like
excited
about dark mode on the second website.
We have two dark modes.
We have Twilight and what's
Midnight,
the other one?
Midnight.
We have Twilight and Midnight dark mode. What other website for marketing has Twilight and Midnight dark mode? No, but that's crazy. No, but seriously, you helped us out a lot with the whole agency. Now that we fired you, can you tell us how we fired you?
Well, I don't know how you fired me, so maybe you can tell me.
No, you
how
remember.
I got fired. I really don't remember. I think one day I just got informed that I no longer work at KNV, but that I work at KNV. I don't know how or why. So
me and Victor just came to the mutual conclusion that we had to fire you.
Yeah. Logically.
All logic.
Yeah.
We even debated. It wasn't even debating. We just want to fire you. No, I'm just kidding.
Was it funny though?
Extremely funny. Even the memes were funny.
Yeah. Oh, we had corporate memes.
I think the whole agency is like 70% work, 30% memes.
Yeah. If someone looks at that Discord,
Yeah,
No
nobody
no
would take
one
us
works.
seriously for
Yeah,
the agency, I know, but that's why we're not gonna show them memes, and they're all in Macedonian, so nobody gives a fuck.
we had enemies as well.
We can. Oh my god.
We had
Sinisha.
oh yeah,
Only
Sinisha.
real ones know Sinisha as a real enemy.
Sinisha was the number one enemy for a long time. Then came
Victor has nightmares from people called Nicola.
yeah, Nicola. Nicola was the next one.
Well, Sinisha is Nicola.
Which one was the one
Wait,
that
actually,
didn't?
both of them are Nicola.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
I know
god.
Nicola, the first one as Sinisha. The
Yeah.
next one is
Victor has a
Nicola.
phobia of Nicola people. I don't blame him. After what we experienced, I would feel the same phobia as well.
The second one had an idea for OnlyFans, right? He sold what was it?
Chairs.
No, no, no. The
Do
chairs
he
came
sell
after.
furniture?
He did, but
Chairs.
firstly he pitched us
The OnlyFans
women
idea.
that would talk to other men in exchange for money. Like they would text with them,
I know, this is the
but
Andrew
he would
Tate
do the
idea.
texting,
Uh
and
huh.
women wouldn't do it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Of course they won't. Who
And-
would?
And somehow we ended up at furniture. It was supposed to
Selling.
be fancy furniture.
Bro, that guy ghosted us. I'm so mad.
Why?
I
Imagine working with him. I mean, you never saw him, right?
Bro, he's weird because Victor spoke with him
Mhm.
and like this guy asked, "Are you the head of business?" And Victor was like, "No, Christian is. Can I talk to Christian then?" And I'm like, "Bro, like the other co-owner of the agency is right next to you. What's the point of talking to me?" Like, and okay, I'm like, fine, whatever. I texted him and he ghosted me.
It was really disrespectful to Victor the whole time.
I know Victor was really mad. He like,
Yeah, he didn't want to talk to him for some reason. I mean, Nicola didn't want to talk to Victor. I don't know why.
but he wanted to talk to him about the business, which is really weird. And they didn't talk at all. I don't know. It was really weird. They just wasted our
I
time.
mean,
And
he called us, I guess, or through a mutual friend.
I
He
know.
found us. We didn't contact him. He
The
wanted to
mutual
work with
friend.
us.
That should be
We
a
don't talk
podcast
about it.
all on its own. But we have
Yeah,
to
we
call Victor for that podcast.
Yeah,
We
that-
can just do it alone.
That maybe the mutual friend also needs to be here for that.
Us roasting him.
Yeah, the roast of the mutual friend.
The
We
roast of
won't
them.
mention
One
that.
day, one day.
One day.
One day he will be here. Or maybe on the table. I don't know. Depends on how many mics I'm gonna get next time I come here.
We can go to the theater of comedy and roast him there.
Why there?
It would be a better event, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, we'll have an audience.
Yeah, it would be the roast of
The
mutual
roast of the
friend.
mutual friend.
His name we
The,
won't mention for
the
some reason.
roast of Persona 1.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us about your experience with the music shop we had?
The music shop. Yeah, I really thought that one was gonna work.
I thought as well.
We got really far into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Victor made a whole design for them. You made a marketing campaign, I believe, or a part of it.
I was talking with them like 24/7. We
Yeah.
were discussing different plans, different ideas, different websites, different packages, different strategies. Like I had the whole thing mapped out. Like I made like a almost perfect business plan for that company because I found the people, I found the consumers, I found also other social media experts I know here in Skopje. Like the whole idea was ready. It just needed the execution from their part, and that was like very poorly done.
Yeah, I remember when we started with them, they did leaflets, right?
Oh my god, yeah, they had flyers.
Yeah, flyers, leaflets, whatever.
We have to go aside from the topic. I'm gonna talk to you now, the viewer. If you are a marketing student, a business student, anything related to business, anything related to starting a business, and even having business on your mind, don't you fucking dare make flyers. I'm like, you. I hope someone comes and curses you if you have flyers. I hope a witch casts a curse, a spell, some sorts of you if you use flyers. Flyers are the most useless way of marketing. Nobody looks at flyers. When somebody gives you a flyer, you're like, ah, thank you, chuck, throw it in garbage. Don't use flyers. Okay, let's go back to the
To be fair,
conversation.
he was an older guy, right?
Yes, but I told him the same example. When you go to the mall and somebody gives you a flyer, what do you do with the flyer?
You
I
throw
throw
it.
it away.
Yeah.
And why then why are you printing flyers?
Remember, he
Listen,
didn't
I know
listen
what
to
I'm
you.
doing.
He didn't listen to you, right?
Yeah, he just said, listen, I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, bro, I'm the business advisor. Why did you even call me here?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just a marketing advisor. I'm the business. He also called me for a business advisor as well, and I'm telling him like this is a bad idea. You can use this money to pay someone to make a better Instagram for you, and that's us. That's why you hired us.
Hmm.
Let us make the better. No, I know what I'm doing. Yeah,
He didn't trust us, I guess.
no, I love the guy. Like I love the guy. He did
Or his
trust us.
partner didn't.
His partner at the end, he started trusting us.
Yeah, I remember you and Victor went to a lot of meetings with them. Then I came to the last one, or you did the last one.
I went a lot. Victor came on some. You came on one.
I came on one, yes. It was
I even
a
went to
meeting with
a
the
I even
younger
went
one.
to an event party of the whole business once.
Wasn't it the opening or something? It was
No,
supposed to be
it
the
was an
opening.
event, a closed event party.
Oh,
I just
really?
went to like analyze what's going on.
I didn't know that one. That one happened.
Yeah, I never
When was
mentioned
that?
it. I never mentioned it. I don't know why. It was like I was somewhere in
I know you were
October.
supposed to go to the opening, but they never opened. So
No, in the opening, no, I didn't go. Yes, but at the closed event party, I did.
I
It
didn't know
wasn't a
what.
bad party. I really liked the vibe, which I thought had some potential, but it just didn't go through.
Did they really throw a party before even opening anything or owning anything?
No, this was an event closed party about all the people that invested into the business.
There were other investors.
Yeah, but they were like more small investors. I wouldn't call them like big investors or angel investors even for the company. They're like small investors.
Or they bought like
No,
a
they gave
CD
in
or
some
something.
money for the business, like for maybe for the place, for the posters, flyers for the business. I don't know.
But the main investor was the older guy, right?
No, both of them are the main investors.
Both of them equally.
Somewhat. I don't want to go into the specifics. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
the
okay, okay.
specifics. I don't want to go into specifics about them. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that the whole plan didn't fall through.
it didn't. Yeah, sadly, I think you made the campaigns. Victor made the design. I made some QR codes that I went to the industrial zone and we printed them as stickers.
The stickers were really nice.
Yeah, they were.
They were really. It was like a how is it called? The disc,
A record.
a record, and in the center there was a QR code. It was really
Yeah, the
cool.
center of the record that's supposed to be like the album cover or
Don't
something like
steal
that.
our ideas.
It was a QR code. They were really nice, yeah. And I think I know I wasted a lot of time to test them and see which materials would work better, so you can scan it. I know some materials didn't scan well, some color combinations didn't scan well, and I tested a lot of them until we came to the last one. Plus, it needed to work with their color schemes and the color schemes of the design Victor made.
Yeah, we redesigned their whole color scheme. They had like a blue and yellow type of color scheme.
I think they
We
had
trans
something like gold
gold with blue.
with blue, yeah.
We transformed it into a shade of black with red. I think it was way
I
more
think it
clean.
was like most similar to like what Apple Music Red
Yeah,
has
it's
right
some
now.
sort of Apple Music schematic. Yeah, but yeah, that's like the whole basis of the whole aesthetic we made for them. And
Yeah,
the website Victor made was like
it was nice.
amazing. It was really like if I opened that website up, I would be actually interested in like browsing it and
Yeah,
maybe buying something
it looked really
because their
nice.
whole UI of the whole website was garbage because they paid some guy I don't know who just made like an
I think it
Amazon
was
copy of the website.
it was a WordPress website with like something like Shopify or something like that on it.
No, it wasn't even Shopify. It was just like a normal template he copy pasted from another website, and that's it. He just changed the colors. He just made like a typical Amazon or Home Depot website.
I think it was some family friend or something like that that made
Yes,
it. Yeah,
yes. He was a programmer as well, but he wasn't the designer. So
yeah.
he just told him like this is what sells, and no,
Mm.
like I do you
It was
remember?
terrible. Yeah,
Yeah, the website was really bad. Okay,
it looked
let's.
awful and worked awful. Sadly, it didn't go through. I think they also wanted a point of service or something like that, a system for payments.
I don't know. You found also a solution for that as well through a
Yeah,
friend of yours. I
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
They were asking for that. We found that for them as well, but
I was actually
nothing fell
really
through.
looking forward to working with them, but it didn't fall through.
Sadly, yes.
Doesn't matter.
Actually, if we did get the project now, in hindsight, I I didn't know at first how I was gonna make the website. I was gonna figure it out while making it,
Well, of course.
as I did with the KNV website. Now I know, but back then I didn't.
It was gonna be more fun back then.
Yeah, but it was gonna be fun just figuring it out. I know at the end that they would have gotten the website probably later than we would have told them.
Really?
Yeah,
How
but they
late?
didn't tell you that.
I told them maybe around spring. How late?
I know I was being generous with the deadline, right? Like 6 months or something like that. We
Yeah.
gave him 6 months.
Yeah.
It was gonna be finished in those 6 months, probably, yes.
Well, you said 4 first, but then you said 6 realistically. So we didn't lie
Yeah,
to
because I
them.
didn't know
But
how
yeah,
to
but
make
you
it.
actually told them how long, and
Yeah.
they said okay. You didn't lie to them.
No, but I really didn't know how to make it.
Okay, let's move on to we're at the end of the discussion so far.
Hmm.
Let's end with a more easy topic to talk about.
Okay.
So Mazev, if aliens came to Earth,
Sorry, last time we did this, he nearly got canceled. I don't know why.
no,
he's
be
going into
careful
that
what
one.
you're gonna say this time.
I'm gonna say the exact same thing.
No, don't. I'm gonna blur you out if you do.
I don't. Okay, go on.
Okay, so aliens land on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They come to you, Mazev. Imagine an ET.
They talk
Come.
English.
Let's say they do.
Okay. Weird aliens. Are they from
He,
Europe?
he watches. He watches YouTube as well. He learned
Aliens?
English through YouTube, through some
Okay.
kind of satellite he found.
They have YouTube.
Maybe he's like, one day let me open up, my network, and he found like, oh, Earth network, and he just connects to our network and satellite,
Okay.
and he watches YouTube,
Okay, go on.
and he comes, he comes to you, and he, Mazev, take me to your leader. Who are you taking him to?
Well, if he survives me coughing into him,
Or the other way around,
or me,
or
yeah,
him coughing on you.
yeah. Which leader? Like,
Where would you
world
take
leader?
him? Who would you take him first? Like,
I'd keep
would
him
you
at
take
home,
him?
like ET. I'd do the ET situation.
But you have to take him somewhere eventually. He'll
Do
die.
you'll have a friend, a little alien friend that knows English apparently. Then watches YouTube.
Okay, make him learn Spanish then.
That
Imagine
would
an
be
alien
fun.
talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
Why do all aliens like speak English in movies?
Why not
comes
someone?
and speaks like
Yeah,
Portuguese or something like that?
let's hear something in Spanish. Maybe a German talking alien
Then that would be terrifying.
or a Russian. Imagine a Serbian talking alien.
Yeah, the Asians got experience with some German talking aliens, and so did the Americans. And some Spanish ones as well. Yeah, see, he got cancelled for that one. Okay.
Mazev, you're lucky because when we go to boxing, I know I'm still not really good at boxing, I'm just a beginner. But if we ever box again, I won't listen to our coach and just, how we use just direct hits, right?
Yeah.
I'll use everything and we'll catch you off guard.
You also do the leg thing you do. Like,
Yeah, I'll kick you.
yeah, you kick me.
I think I kick more than I actually hit in practice,
so,
not
yeah.
gonna lie.
You hurt your leg, I believe.
Oh my, yeah, one time I really did hit my leg. Like I couldn't move. Okay,
You
so
hit the bag wrong.
back what?
The bag, not the bag, the boxing. How do you say it? Is it a bag?
I think so. Okay, let me ask you some interesting questions. You're stuck in a mall.
Okay.
You have to survive for 2 days.
Is this the python or bear situation or something?
Yes, it's similar. You have, what's your choice? By the way, this animal is actively hunting you.
Which animal?
A gorilla
Okay.
or 8 snakes, 8 anacondas.
Okay, they're
They're actively hunting you.
Which one would I choose out of both
Yes.
of them?
Which one would you think you survive?
The snakes.
Smart choice. Everybody I see online just says gorillas. I
Why?
would
How would
never
you survive
choose
a
a gorilla
gorilla?
over snakes. Snakes are slow as fuck. They won't even catch
You
me.
get on top of a chair or something and you defeat the snakes.
No, they can just crawl up, but you can just move.
You can maybe you can.
Well,
move.
I can just step on the snake, on the head
No,
of
don't
the
do that one. No, I
Oh.
think you just get bitten. Plus, if you wear something like
Maybe
boots.
something like boots. I
Yeah.
won't get bitten. I will
Plus,
just
you're in a
step
mall.
on
Even
them.
if you don't have boots, you're gonna go get some boots and just step on them.
Well, yeah, I'm in a mall. I'm just gonna steal some boots, of course. Some Tims.
Plus, they're slow.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really,
they're
everyone
slow.
says gorillas. Who says
I don't know. Why
gorillas?
would anyone choose a gorilla over snakes?
I've never heard.
Snakes are small, true. They can slip through anything, but they're slow. You can just run away from a snake.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. From a gorilla, if he sees you, it's on sight.
Plus, probably you're gonna run away to the other corner of the mall or something like that, and Never
And
gonna
you're
see
good.
the snakes.
You can just wait for them to come in
Yeah.
and just go away
They're not
again.
gonna even come in.
Or
Oh no,
you can even close yourself off. From the gorilla, there's no closing off. He'll just break anything
Yeah.
that's in front of you.
No, it's insane to choose the gorilla. I don't really. Everyone chooses the gorilla.
Yes. That's the
Okay.
most crazy answer out of the two. Okay,
Okay.
next question. Who built the pyramids?
No, please. The Egyptians,
Okay, how did they build the pyramids?
with a lot of slaves.
Okay, let's use a more family friendly term.
Well, they were slaves.
No.
What? They paid them a salary? What do you mean
They
about
did pay them a salary. They actually
Yeah.
had salary. It was either taking a salary or when you're done with your job, taking land. They were actually kind of paid, so they're not really slaves. They're like paid slaves.
Okay.
Paid labor. They're paid labor.
Okay, a lot of workers,
Paid labor.
like in Dubai.
Mazev, can you say something normal?
They take them their passports or not passports as well for the paid labor. sorry. Okay,
You want to say something?
no,
You want to say something?
no,
You sure?
yeah. The Egyptians did, yeah. With workers, paid workers,
Paid labor.
yes, jobs.
Don't call them this S word. I'm too young. No, I'm too early in the YouTube thing to
Do they
be
have
cancelled.
pensions and or what do you call it? Not pensions, 401ks.
They had a retirement plan.
Yeah,
If you think about it, they actually did
yeah,
because
with the land thing.
they were given land. It was actually a retirement plan. That's true.
So you believe that workers built the pyramids?
No,
Well, how do you know this one with the land and the
no, I'm
payment?
gonna sound crazy if I speak on this topic
Well, you chose
so
it.
early. Well, I asked you. I don't want to speak on it.
Do you think aliens built them?
I don't know, but we didn't build them for sure.
Do you think?
Or maybe
Do you
they
think
had
that
some.
just of the Egyptian pyramids, like?
No, I'm talking about the Egyptian pyramids specifically because I think, okay, I think realistically, I think humans built them. But they definitely had some type of technology back then that helped them build the pyramids.
So you'd believe that maybe aliens built the Egyptian ones,
No,
but the Mayan pyramids and other
no,
pyramids in the
no,
world.
I don't believe aliens built the Egyptian pyramids.
They
I
had some other
believe we
technology.
built, the humans built the pyramids.
But with some
I-
other technology.
Yes, with some other technology. There's no way they dug so deep and then they built so high. There's no way.
Why?
Impossible.
It took them a lot of time and a lot of workers.
I know, but still, it still looks impossible.
What about the Mayan pyramids?
Who cares about?
Well, they're pyramids as well.
I know, but they're made of stone. Like, wait, not like the type of marble and stone they use in Egypt. I think it's more plausible to make those pyramids than the Egyptian ones.
Is it though? They're really big as well.
They are big as well, but I think it's way more plausible
Why?
because it's in the jungle setting. It's way easier to get a lot of rocks and maybe set them up.
You think it's a lot easier to build the pyramid in a jungle than it is in the desert?
No, it's definitely hard. I'm just saying I'm not really like informed on the Mayan pyramids as I am on the Egyptian pyramids.
Yeah, I don't know if they had workers as well.
Why are you saying workers with that face? You can just call them workers normally.
Yeah, so salarymen, yeah. And women,
You know, some of them had college as well,
of
with a
course.
college degree.
Yeah.
How do you think the architects
They
made them?
probably got paid more, the ones without college.
Of course, they had capitalism back then.
Yes. They were known for that, the Egyptians.
Capitalism, trade, open
Yeah.
market, leaders,
Not slaves.
democracy, democracy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna end it off now.
It's a weird topic to end it off with, but okay.
Yes, it's the perfect topic to end it off with.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for coming, Mazev,
Thank you for having me.
and for saying controversial things at the end.
Yeah, I hope you don't take them out of the podcast, but
I will.
don't, please.
I will blur them out.
Don't cancel him if he doesn't. We're gonna discuss this after.
We're gonna discuss this in more detail after we finish the podcast.
We're gonna leave some links in the description for KNV Legacy and my portfolio
KNV
website.
Legacy. I'll leave Mazev's all
Yeah.
of Mazev's things and links
Maybe
in the
vote in the
description.
comments if it's an ugly website or not. Not my portfolio.
It's
The
gonna be a
KNV
good
Legacy one.
website. People are gonna say it's good.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Wave.